Aunt Sally, if you're going to marry Wurzel, someone has to give you away.
Marry Wurzel? I'm not going to marry Wurzel.
Yes, she is, Your Honor, sir. Yes. She just says she ain't because she's barmy.
Aunt Sally, are you telling me you've changed your mind again?
No, Mr. Croman. I had no intention of marrying that dirty old scarecrow in the first place. I'm far too grand. The whole idea is preposterous.
Oh, giveth this figure 8 away?
Give her away. I wouldn't even throw her away.
Do you think you're doing?
Breathing, Aunt Sally.
And whom gave you permission to breathe, may I beg leave to ask?
Nobody, Aunt Sally.
Well, then stop breathing at once and go and get my breakfast.
And if you're wanting for anything else, I'll be downstairs in the kitchen, having a dry crust of bread with nothing.
There's no time for feeding your face, Gummidge. You've got work to do. Take my pretty shoes and polish them until you can see your ugly face in them.
Thank you, Aunt Sally. My pleasure. Come along, pretty shoes. So if you don't give me one of those daffy apples, I'll jump up and down on it.
You do that, Wurzel, Gummidge, and I'll tell the fire eater to make you his assistant, passing the flaming torch.
No, you wouldn't do that to old Wurzel, will you?
Perhaps we should send for him, and then when he's explained to me why I shouldn't flutter my pretty eyelids at the great Orlando, although for the life of me I don't see why I shouldn't, you can explain to him why you've pinched his wheelie thing.
Well, perhaps you're right. Perhaps I'll take all these here coconuts.
Shouldn't.
Where am I going to get a genuine Aunt Sally at a price I could have thought about? They're all in the antique shops now.
I do happen to know that the tattoo man has one in his car.
A genuine Aunt Sally?
Not a genuine one, no. Quite common, really, but good enough to chuck wooden balls at.
Aren't you glad to be back?
Glad to be back. This dead and alive dump after the elegant life I've been leading. Glad to be back, I should, Coco. Where's all this lot going to, anyway?
To the hall Mrs. Bloomsbury Barton's moved out. It's been bought by a colonel.
Colonel? A military gentleman? A personage of breeding in the village at last? Why, a colonel is grander than a prince of the royal blood, grander than an archduke. Where am I being sent to?
Back to Mr. Shepherd.
Oh, no! Not back to that horrible trunk! Not back to that awful attic! Oh, help me, please!
But Mr. Shepherd's expecting you.
I don't care! Do something! Please.
On having a parlour maid on the nominal roll. Who took you on?
It comes with the place, sir. Begging your pardon, sir. I've always been here ever since I was carved. Did I say carved? Silly me. Slip of the wood. I mean, I've sort of carved a little niche here for myself.
I don't know about a parlour maid. If you get on having a Batman, Johnny, or native Parawalla.
I'm sure I'll suit, sir. Begging your pardon, sir. I'm just going to make you a nice cup of tea when I put my proper clothes on.
I always take a to beg with me, Tiffin, mind you. I'm sorry, girl.
Aunt Sally, if you don't stop pretending that I ain't here, I'll chuck this pot of flour to your head, so I will. You knows very well you can see and hear me.
See you, hear you, pongs you more like. You smells worse than a pigsty.
No, I don't then. Cowshed, maybe. But so would you smell like a cowshed if you'd fallen in a cow pat before you come here?
Disgusting.
Well, disgusting yourself the way you've been behaving. I come here today in all good faith for to forgive and forget, so I did.
You? Forgive me? Forgive and forget what, pray?
Well, about you being as daft as a pudding and running off and joining that circus and carrying on with that stupid human. You know, the one who went around lifting things and had a face like an old crow's bottom.
A shining, handsome black head of hair my strong man had. And I would be still with him if it wasn't for...
Wasn't for what?
Wasn't for the fact that his moustache tickled.
play a yard then. Wait a minute, what do you mean his moustache tickled? You haven't been playing kissy-kissy with him, have you?
Perhaps I have, perhaps I haven't.
But Aunt Sally, you're promised to me.
I'm promised to no one, except, of course, if it's the King of Prussia or a couple of archdukes.
Oh, don't keep saying things like that, Aunt Sally. If you ain't promised to me, well, why for you back here with the lady with the big hat?
If you're referring to Mrs. Bloomsbury Barton, though I see it's no business of yours, I've given her the push.
Well, you mean to say you're living in this big house all by yourself?
Yes.
Oh, with a little Wurzel will move in with you to look after you and protect you.
I don't need your protection. It so happens I'm in residence with Colonel Bloodstock.
Who's he?
He's an officer and a gentleman, no less.
What kind of officer is that, then?
He's got millions of medals.
What, you mean to say that you and him are living there together on your own?
Of course we are, you stupid root crop. And we get on famously. What do you think I made this pot of tea and this nice chocolate cake for?
With the Colonel Officer?
Yes.
Yeah, ain't you got to put that for a Wurzel, then?
I've got something special for you, Wurzel. A piece of advice. Off it before I scream for help, but Colonel Bloodstock comes down with his sword and chops you to pieces.
Yeah, that's going on, Sally. That's going. I can take an Indian, you know. I've got my pride.
Pride? Ha! Pride? I don't even know the meaning of the word pride. A circus strong man has pride. A military gentleman has pride. But you're nothing more than a despicable scaredy-cat scarecrow.
I ain't a scaredy-cat scarecrow. I ain't. And I'll tell you what, Aunt Sally got no need to call me name. Not after I brung you all these lovely flowers. There, they're for you. I hope you have a good use for them.
Thank you, Wurzel. I'm sure I will. Yes! There you are, you see. You're just what I've always said, a snivelling, cowardly custard.
No, I ain't. I ain't a sniveling cardy custard at all. I'll show you who's a sniveling cardy custard, Aunt Sally. I'll give that old bomb pot a right telling off. You see if I don't.
Well,
I'm going.